بالصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما واجعل التفرق بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تدع فينا شقيا ولا محروما. اللهم آمين. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most compassionate, the most merciful, all praise and thanks are due to Him, and peace and blessings be upon His beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He who is guided by the will of Allah, no one can misguide him, and he who is misguided, no one can guide him except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah that we do bear witness that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is His messenger. Today inshallah our session number 135 in general, and the review part 14 of chapter Al-Baqarah. Today we have a paragraph of ayat which contains a very significant messages, and I would love to share with you inshallah. We did that before, but I'm just picking and chooses and what I think, at least from my point of view, the most important. Now in verse 165 from chapter Al-Baqarah, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَتَّخِذُ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ أَندَادًا يُحِبُّونَهُمْ كَحُبِّ اللَّهِ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ وَلَوْ يَرَى الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا إِذْ يَرَوْنَ الْعَذَابَ أَنَّ الْقُوَّةَ لِلَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعَذَابِ. Still, there are some who take others as Allah's equal. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ, now Allah is telling us that some people have taken a decision okay, knowingly, that for them some other people like themselves, they are considered from their point of view as equal to Allah. Is this just a philosophy? No, it has a practical application. Okay, obedience, respects, follow. Okay, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ, still there are some who take others as Allah's equal. They love them as they should love Allah. Okay, but it's just a feeling. No, when you love, you do what? You respect, obey, follow. This is the actual reality. What's the meaning of love? It's not just a philosophical theory. When I say, oh, I love this person, I love my wife, I love my husband, I love, it depends who's speaking. Okay, technically what does it mean? He has a priority. Priority in what? At least in respect, at least, bottom line. There is no meaning for love if there is no respect, the bottom line. But sometimes, okay, we are seeking more than respect. Respect is the bottom line. More than that, sometimes blind obedience because of love. Do we witness this or not? Especially because the word love is used mostly, between boyfriend, girlfriend, men, and especially in the movies. Okay, he's ready to fight everyone for his girlfriend. صح? Fight? What's this? So he's doing jihad. Excuse me? Yes. Anyone hurts his girlfriend, he's ready to fight. What's this? It is jihad. Wallahi, I'm not joking. He's doing jihad against the enemy of his girlfriend. Technically this is. When you love your country, one of the practical, technical application of loving your country to be what? Soldier. Doing what? You as a soldier, you go outside your country, you throw roses on others? I mean, as a soldier, what is your main job?
Defend the country.
To?
Defend the country.
How? Throwing roses? I'm seriously, I'm asking. Fighting through roses. Everyone who wants to attack you, you throw him a rose. Okay? No, you fight. You fight. Either you lose your life or cause the loss of lives of others, which means jihad. So by the way, technically, everyone is a mujahid. Even the atheist. Just to understand, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَن يَتَّخِذُ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ أَنْدَادًا. Technically. Now, still there are some who take others as Allah's equal. They love them as they should love Allah. They should. Allah is not forcing them. Because there is a consequences. It's your choice, freedom of choice. But the true believers, look, the true believers love Allah even more. Another message. There is a sharing areas of love, definitely. You love your father and you love your mother. You love your family. You love your husband. You love your wife, your kids, your brother, your sister, your friend, your colleague. There are shares. Okay? Allah has the highest. Ashaddu. Even more. Technically, what does it mean? Even more, more. Whenever there is a clash of interest, priority for Allah. This is the indicator. Because I love my father, you love your father, you love your family, and we love Allah. Type, okay, what's the difference? Where's the problem? The problem is known when there is a clashes of interest. Here comes. If your father, the powerful rich man, your father, the prime minister, the very wealthy person, asked you to do something. You know that this goes against the will of your Lord. Who has the priority, your father or your Lord? This is the question. The same applies on your tribe. You know, we have many tribal nations. Pakistan, Yemen, Jordan. You see, some certain areas, Iraq, Libya. Some people, they put the priority for their tribe upon Allah Himself, which is a jahiliyyah way of thinking. I mean, if you remember, ما أنا إلا من غزية إن غزت غزوت وإن ترشد غزية أرشدي. He's a Jahili poet. He's saying, I am part of, you know, his tribe name is Ghaziyah. Wherever, whatever my tribe go, I'm following them. I don't care. If they fight, I fight. If they stop fighting, I stop fighting. Which means my big guidance is not the principles, not ethics, not Allah. It's my tribe. And we find this in this daily life. Some people, they worship their countries. Let's call them nationalism, okay? Their country. They are ready to do anything for their watan. على وزن وثن. You know, Arabs just understood what I said. You know, the same way how we pronounce the way watan, which means the country, it's very similar. We change just one sound, which is wathan, which means a statue. Subhanallah. Anyway, Allah says, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. But the true believers love Allah even more. If only the wrongdoers could see the horrible punishment awaiting them, they would certainly realize that all power belongs to Allah and that Allah is indeed severe in punishment. Clear message. Clear message. If you don't follow, Ya Sheikh, but shouldn't Allah be merciful? Yes. Yes, Allah is merciful. Allah is giving you the choice. But what if I don't take? You are rude and you will be punished. But I don't have a freedom of choice. Who told you that you have a freedom of choice ever in any place in this earth? But we are living in a free country. Habibi, if you think you are living in a free country, you are just misleading yourself. There is no freedom in life at all. It's technically impossible. I challenge anyone, tell me that he is completely free. Where is it? Show it to me, please, I'm asking you. Try to play the role of, in English I say, devil's advocate. Where is the full ultimate freedom? Where does it exist? Show me, just one example on earth. Where? In what so-called democratic liberal countries? Do we have full freedom? No. Still we have taboos, you have restrictions, many things you have no right to discuss or to highlight or to do or in different sense, not just intellectual or religious things, in your behavior, in your money. Do we have, for example, I mean, the best example from materialistic, democratic point of view, some Western countries. Let's take any example. France, Britain, Canada, US, UK. Do you have a freedom not to pay tax? Do you have freedom not to pay tax? It's impossible. No, you will go to jail. Do you have the freedom to drive your car in any way you wish? No. Do you have your freedom to speak on any topic? Yes, no, Habibi. You know, you have some red, areas you can't discuss, And we are discovering this more and more now in these days. Can you discuss anything? Can you discuss the ex-lobby in the United States? You can't. You can't. Who's controlling who behind the scene? You can't. If you mention, they will find a way to shut up your mouth and to be accused. So there's no freedom. There's no freedom if you don't abide by the law of the country, regardless which country. Is there punishment or not? If anyone would like to reject, so please, if you find a better example, show it to me. Show it to me. So there is nothing such as complete freedom, by the way. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the beautiful part of, okay, we have no choice in our existence, yes. Khalas, Allah took a decision and we do exist. And when we speak about freedom, we are speaking about limited freedom within the boundaries of, but now, Islamically, let me just speak, because once we speak about freedom and the concept of qadr, or the concept of compulsory things that we are forced to do. Do we have a free will? Yes, no, yes. We did this many times, but very quickly. We as Muslims, how do we understand the relation between the free will and the fact that we don't have a free will? Now, our lives as Muslims, we believe that it's divided into two main parts. Certain part we don't have any kind of freedom in. No freedom at all. We are forced to. But the good news in this part is there is no accountability for it. Yani, when I was born, had I any kind of choice or options? No. Who's my parents? Did I have any way to choose from? Had any of us given, for example, a catalog before he existed to choose who's his mother and who's his father? No. You are forced on the fact that your mother is Sister Fulana and your father is, you have no choice. طيب. Your brothers, your uncles, your aunties, country of birth. You did not choose the time, color of skin, your sex, your gender. You did not choose it. Or you do choose it. وَأَنَّهُ خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنثَى. He is the one who created the male and the female from the very beginning. Anyway, I'm giving you just these examples, okay? The fact that I'm tall or short. Did I have any choice? No. No. The fact I was born with some certain specifications in my shape, for example, my head or my forehead is large. What can I do with it? Do you want to curve it? Do it? I have, for example, small eyes. What can I do? Do you want to enlarge it? Okay. White skin, black skin, brown skin. What can I do? I mean, yes. We have no choice. This is part of what we do not have choice. I repeat, good news, no accountability. ما في حساب. So please close the file. Are we forced? Yes, Habibi, we are forced. No accountability. So what's the problem? Let's discuss the other part of our life. Some other parts of our life, we have the full freedom of our will. In that, we do have the choice with consequences. The consequences is either reward or punishment. The story is finished. This is the whole story of life. I don't like it. Who said you have to like it? Simply either do it or don't do it. The same thing. Let's discuss atheism, secularism, democratic countries. Do they care if you like or you don't like, or you care if you obey or you don't obey? The answer,
Obey or not obey.
obey or not obey. By the way, how many of you, please raise up your hand, how many of you like the tax system? Seriously. Or tell me, what is the best percentage of people who like the taxation system? What do you think the best? Genuinely from their hearts, they keep making dua to Allah to reward those who put the tax system. Seriously. What is it? What do you think? Worldwide, they like. Zero? يعني شوي لحلحها هيك. Who cares about like? If you pay tax, خلاص. What they will tell me if for example, Mr. Trump just said, I don't like tax system. Who cares? Do you pay the tax? Yes. Okay, no problem. صح ولا مش صح? True or not true? طبعا we have an extra added value with Allah. Allah knows the heart and it should be for the sake of, I'm just giving anyone who reject the idea. I said, wait. When you reject the idea, are you founding a better system? No. The beauty of the system of Allah, that in the so-called democratic, liberal, atheist, human, whatever, just name it, okay? There is no guarantee for anything. No guarantee. What is the logical possibility that you are a good citizen and anyone could accuse you and you go to the jail and no one can defend you? What is the possibility? 50%? 90%? Yes, at any time. A powerful person. And you can't disprove the accusations. And how many people they go to jail and they are innocent people? Who? As we say in the Jordanian accent, we say, Yama fi sijil mazalim. It means Allah knows how many people who are exposed to injustice and they are thrown into the jail and no one knows about them and we can do nothing for them. So the human system, whatever they do, high, advanced, still there is a lot of gaps and injustice. No guarantee and no continuation. At any time you lose your life and everything is finished. Imagine, in the liberal, democratic, human, nice, good, best XYZ system, they promised you if you pay just $10 a month, which is nothing, you will enjoy the rest of your life in the retirement house with the best 7-star conditions. Could this happen? I mean, can we find Sweden, by the way? Sweden, they have one of the best systems in the retirement for their citizens, the best. Once you are retired, I think, I forgot what's the age of, let's say 60. After you are retired, up to the age of your death in Sweden, this was 15 years ago, I don't know if it's still they are using the system. Every year, there is a trip fully paid by the state to visit any country on earth till you die. Wow. طيب. Let's imagine here in Canada, Mr. Trudeau brought a new law that if you pay $10 a month, when you retire at the age of 55, not 65, 55, up to the end of your life, which could be 100, up to 100, you will be fully paid $10,000 a month, 7 stars retirement house, full insurance, medical insurance coverage, and they did it. What is the guarantee to enjoy it?
None.
I retired at the age of 55, 56, passed away. سلامتك. تعيش انت. Okay. So I work for what? Nothing. We need to know this. Why I'm mentioning this? The only system that does exist that contains full guarantee, anti-injustice, and continuation is Allah's. Because there is no losing for your life after death. If you promise to do X, Y, Z, you will be rewarded, you will be rewarded. What if you lost the ability or the chance to do, but you have a good intention? You will be rewarded. Who will deal with you in the human system, in this? Imagine you are a soldier in the best democratic country. I'll give you an example. You are a soldier in the Canadian army. Russian army, they wanted to recruit you as a spy. Could this happen? Is it possible? You are a loyal soldier for the Canadian country. Russian KGB, they wanted to recruit you. They were pushing, and you were fighting them. You were against them because you are loyal to your country. They managed to fabricate fake things, and you've been accused that you are dealing with them, even though you were fighting them. You were captured by your security country, and they believed the fabricated news. Now, the only defense system is your intention, and you have no proof to disprove the lies of the Russians. What can you do? Nothing. You will end up in jail till the end of your life. Salamtak. Bye-bye. See you. See you, Habibi. سلم لي على justice بقى. Please, say salam to justice. These humans, they are limited. They have, from their point of view, evidences that you were a spy for the Russians. This is evidences. Does this dirty job work with Allah? No. If all evidences are against you, Allah knows your intention. You don't need to burn your nerves. But Allah knows that which is work with you and against you. You can't hide it. That's why the one who makes a deal with Allah is the winner. That's why I'm just trying to highlight the indication of وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ, and what is the practical, technical application of the love of Allah. It's not just a philosophy. Allah continues. What will happen at that day? إِذْ تَبَرَّأَ الَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوا مِنَ الَّذِينَ تَبَرَّأَ الَّذِينَ اتُّبِعُوا من الذين اتبعوا ورأوا العذاب وتقطعت بهم الأسباب. Consider the day. Allah is telling us, be aware of, consider the day when those who misled others will disown their followers. Like shaitan. One of the things that shaitan will make at the end of the accountability in the day of judgment, before يعني خلاص, the final scene, Shaitan, according to the Quran, will be giving a speech. وَقَالَ الشَّيْطَانُ لَمَّا قُضِيَ الْأَمْرِ. When everything, خلاص, finished in the day of judgment, Shaitan will be giving a speech. قال إِنَّ اللَّهَ وَعَدَكُمْ وَعْدَ الْحَقِّ. Allah has promised you the truth, the promise of the truth. وَوَعَدْتُكُمْ فَأَخْلَفْتُكُمْ. And I promised you, whispering, okay, and I did not keep my promise. Shaitan. وَمَا كَانَ لِيَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ إِلَّا أَنْ دَعَوْتُكُمْ فَاسْتَجَبْتُمْ لِي فَلَا تَلُومُنِي وَلُومُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. I had no authority upon you except that I just called you. I just called you. And you responded, you accepted. It's not my fault, it's your fault. This is exactly, إِذْ تَبَرَّأَ الَّذِينَ اتُّبِعُوا. Those who misled, they were, so, okay, we'll do such. If you come with us, we'll do, okay. You know that you are liars. You know. And then you're not misleading the people. But you want the money, you want the fame, you want the power, you want the authority. You know. Yes, I know, but okay, I want to enjoy the power. You will pay the consequences. Like anyone who works with the drugs. Does or he doesn't he know that he's doing illegal, haram, bad thing? Do they know or they don't? Why they are hiding themselves? Why are they using these weapons? Why they gather, in the darkness? Why? Because they know they do something bad. They know. Why the thief comes in the middle of the night? Why he's covering his face? Because he knows he is what? A criminal. He knows. What's the difference between the decent salesperson and the thief? The salesperson will come to the front door and he will ring the bell. Hello, excuse me, madam. Hello, do you have a time? I have something. We are working. Say, do you? No, thank you. Khalas. The thief, back door, midnight, covering the CCTV cameras, holding a knife. Or why? Because he's doing something wrong. He knows. Okay? So there's a what? A consequences for your knowledge and your action. Common sense. إِذْ تَبَرَّأَ. Consider the day when those who mislead others will disown their followers. We don't care about you. You decided to follow. It's not we will not hold responsibility to take your problem. Go. قال, when they face the torments and the bonds that united them will be cut off. Ya Allah. وَتَقَطَّعَتْ بِهِمُ الْأَسْبَابِ. You know, now, do they have bonds when they do injustice in killing others? Yes. They have what we call interests. مصالح مشتركة. Common interests. They use fake words. International community. You see? Human values. Whatever, you know, words. Type. They have interests sometimes. What is it? Control. What is it? Selling weapons. What is it? Oil. What is it? Gold. They go to control. They have interests. Okay? They back each other. They support each other. At the day of judgment, تقطعت بهم الأسباب. The ex-criminal will not say, Ya Allah, I'm sorry. He killed his people because I was supporting him and I told him to kill his people because I promised him to have more power. So it's my, please, all the charges that was accused with him, it's my problem. No, we'll do it. تبرأ, they will disown each other. I don't care, it's your problem, go to hell. قال تبرأ قال وتقطعت بهم الأسباب وقال الذين اتبعوا لو أن لنا كرة فنتبرأ منهم كما تبرأوا منا كذلك يريهم الله أعمالهم حسرات عليهم وما هم بخارجين من النار. The misled followers will cry. They will start screaming now, shouting. They feel bad. We did all of this. By the way, one of the best examples, those who work in the security forces in the Arab world and they torture the people on behalf of their masters. It's the best example. You find, for example, security officer working in the prison. He himself is in the prison 16 and 20 hours a day with the prisoners. He was commanded to torture them. He knows that those who are tortured, they have done nothing, but politically they have to do this thing. He knows. Like, he kept torturing them. What he's benefiting now? Nearly nothing. Just his salary. He's spending all the time with the tortured people in the same place. He's doing the dirty job on behalf of his king, his master, his boss, his whatever. Okay? His party, his government. They are enjoying the millions. They are in the media, having all kind of luxurious, desires. And on their behalf, he is torturing the people underground. He passed away. طيب تعال حبيبي تفضل يلا. He will come to punishment. But you know, I was doing because he told. Okay, who told you to do it for him? But you know, okay يلا جهنم is waiting حبيبي تفضل. Now they will disown you. So take a decision from now. One of the worst phrases that Arabs produced, it was produced in Egypt. You know what is it? عبد مأمور. ده أنا عبد مأمور يا بيه. Excuse me? إيش عبد مأمور? You know, I'm just a commanded slave. What do you mean? This is, they produce it as if it's not my fault. I'm just following. لا حبيبي, it's your fault. How do we discover this? إن فرعون وهامان وجنودهما كانوا خاطئين. Allah says, indeed, Pharaoh, Haman, like for example, the vice president, or the prime minister, or the first deputy, whatever. Indeed, Fir'aun, indeed, Haman, indeed, their soldiers, all of them, they are wrongdoers. The fact that you are on the top and you are there doing, all of them, they share the responsibility because you know that what you are doing is injustice. You must stop it. But what shall I do? What shall I do? Stop doing it. But they will torture me. Yes, salam. Why you are torturing others? This is a good example. طبعا, this is applicable in tons of other areas, but this is very clear, very obvious. We can directly do it. And by the way, even though I'm mentioning political examples, this is applicable in every aspect in our life, even in our normal social life. Are you with me? Social life. يعني private sector, a company. The CEO, the owner of the company, is using you to do injustice against others. On his behalf, you are pushing them, the needy people. They don't have legal papers. They can't speak. You are paying them very low salaries. They can't reject. They can't. You know that you are dealing in injustice. You are insulting them. You are cursing them. You are giving them just 50% of what they deserve. And you don't pay on time. And you don't. This is exactly another type of injustice, like the ruler, the injustice, the same. The same. In the family. Mother-in-law, father-in-law. If the mother-in-law is misusing her power and authority against her daughter-in-law, الحماية والكنة, the same. Same. The father, the big brother with his younger brothers. If the father passed away, does it happen? Yes. Male brothers against their sisters in some Arab countries, especially when the inheritance come. It happens. It happens. So the idea of, for example, pushing someone to work with you against someone else using the authority and injustice, إِذْ تَبَرَّأَ الَّذِينَ اتُّبِعُوا. Allah is not saying in the political or in security. تُبِعُوا تَبَعُوا. You have many levels: intellectual, political, social, financial, security. It's applicable on all of them, any type. But I'm using the political because it's very clear and obvious international level. So the misled followers will cry, if only we could have a second chance, we would disown them as they disowned us. And so Allah will make them remorseful. You know, this kind of feeling of their misdeeds. Hasra. But khalas, there is nothing to do. They will be punished, I will be punished. File is closed, no one will be able to take you out of this. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And they will never be able to leave the fire. This is the most 3 verses that I decided to fight. Now, quick review. لاحظ, quick messages. Allah قال, Allah said, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَتَّخِذُ. Al-ittikhadh, it's a very solid decision. Which means I decided to follow on a ground of understanding what I'm doing. It's very clear. We're not talking now about ignorant, simple, humble people who don't know. We're talking about those who knows. Ittikhadh. Because sometimes some humble, simple, ignorant, misled people, Allah knows about them. We're not discussing those people. It happens. And Allah will know what's in their heart. Is it possible some people might do mischief or do bad, but they were brainwashed? Yes, they have another accountability. Don't worry. We are talking about those who are aware, which is the majority of the people, especially when you speak about the political media level. Like I come back again to the CNN reporter. Do you remember her? Do you think she was doing what she's doing and knowing what she's doing? She was, at the very beginning of the genocide in Gaza, at the very few weeks, the CNN reporter, live, they forgot that they are live. They were giving her training how to act in the camera. In a few minutes, she will go live on air. She was given a training how to act as if she is afraid from the rockets. You say, okay, do it like this. Okay, a little bit, line to the sound. You say, doing like this, okay? They forgot that they forgot the switch on air. Millions of people, they watched it. But can this lady defend herself in the day of judgment, telling Allah, Ya Allah, but I did not know. Excuse me, Hajj? Sorry? You did not know? you were taking a training course how to fake the news and you don't know? You don't know what? You don't know what? No one can claim it. This is example. General, those who fabricate the news in the security forces around the world, okay? And they cause the death of millions. They don't know Hitler, for example. Let's speak about Hitler, yallah. This is the only figure that we can speak about now. We have many Hitlers now, but let's speak about the well-known Hitler. Can anyone claim that Hitler was not aware of what he was doing? Hitler and his people, and by the way, when we speak about Hitler and Nazism, it was not a person, not even a nation, not just millions of Germans. Many Europeans, they were with him. You know this? It was not just Germany. In many European countries, they were supporting Nazism. So millions of them. And they caused the death of 52 to 62 millions without using the mass destruction weapons, which was used just in Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the Americans in Japan. In Europe, no mass destruction weapons. It was not invented yet. Yet, the minimum, according to the estimates that I have read, 52 millions without mass destruction. Yani, in normal weaponry, let's say level, more than 50 millions. It happened by mistake because they did not know. No. This is a good example. Well, many examples. Now, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. And the thing that I said it, but I want just to repeat it again and finish my talk, inshallah. Whenever we speak about love, we are not just talking about the feelings. Because Allah said in the Quran, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ what? فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ فَاتَّبِعُونَ. What does it mean? If you love Allah, follow my steps. Now, this is what Allah is teaching Muhammad to tell the believers. He's speaking with them. If you love Allah, follow what Allah has sent to you through me, so that He will love you. It's not just philosophy. Oh, I love Allah. Practically, do you care about the commandment of Allah? No, but I love Allah. But Allah told you not to lie. I'm sorry, I don't care with this, but I love Allah. Allah told you to wear the hijab, sister. Sheikh, don't interfere in the business between me and my Lord. I love Allah. I don't want to obey Him, but I love Allah. Excuse me, sister. Excuse me, brother. This is a fake claim. This is a lie. In kun fattabi'uni yuhibbukum Allah. I can't keep claiming that I love Allah and I don't care about His commandments, which is, we started at the very beginning. If you love someone, the minimum is respect. Minimum. No one of us accept anyone to claim that he loves him or loves her without respect. Actually, we are seeking more than respect. We are seeking, care and contact, special time, forgiveness, support. Respect is the bottom line. But if someone claims that he loves Allah, even the bottom line of respect for His commandments, he does not care about it. Such as prayer. Allah commands me to pray. I refuse to put my forehead for the one who created me. Yet I claim that I love Allah. How does this work? And in this context, I finished. I will repeat it, I think, for more than 100 times, this story. Maybe some of you heard me tens of times. It happened with me. I will say it in Arabic. I will repeat it in English because the original text that it was composed with happened with me in Arabic. Okay, I was in my office in Jordan University. One of the students came to me, a female sister, came to my office. She was challenging me. She stood by the door. She said, "Doctor," I will say in Arabic what she said. قال دكتور صحيح أنا مو محجبة وصحيح أنا عندي boy friend وصحيح إني ما بصلي. This is exactly what she said. صحيح مو محجبة وصحيح عندي boy friend وصحيح ما بصلي بس أنا قلبي أبيض وما بكذب والله بيعرف. اطلع منها يا شيخ يعني. كيف بدك تترجمها؟ The spirits. والله sometimes when she said doctor, because she was listening to me in one of the lectures, she came to challenge. She came, look, doctor, let's be frank. It's true that I don't wear the hijab. It's true, yes, I have a boyfriend. It's true that I don't pray, but what? I don't lie, I don't commit any lies, and I have a white heart, and Allah knows that. As if she's telling me, Sheikh, out. Don't interfere in the business between me and my Lord. انت نفسي اعرف وين بيجيبوا هاي الجرأة، او بين قوسين الوقاحة، وبين قوسين البجاحة. untranslatable طبعا. okay, والله I can't translate الوقاحة والبجاحة, but the idea. يا الله. So she was saying it's true, it's true, it's true. I said okay sister, please, as we say on my head, على راسي يا شيخة. Okay, no problem, but just please tell me, how did you come up with this conclusion? I said the same Allah who told you, may Allah accept the fact that you don't lie is something good. I'm not saying it bad. Jazakallah khair, may Allah accept. Good. The fact that you have a white heart, you don't have envy, you don't have hatred, you don't have gossip. Nice, may Allah accept. And alhamdulillah. طيب. Just give me the standard. Give me the criterion that you used. Is it not the same Allah who told you not to lie? Is the same God who told you to wear the hijab? Yes or no? طيب. Is it not the same Allah who told you to have a white heart? Is the same God who told you not to have a boyfriend? Yes or no? Yes. طيب. On what basis, for God's sake, you decided to accept Allah's commandments in not lying, refuse His commandment in having a boyfriend, or not to pray, or not? Give me, on what basis? If it's valid in Islam, I will do it. Why not? If it's valid, why not? Why not we all do it? What is it? No answer. You know what's the answer? الهوى. أفرأيت من اتخذ إلهه هواه وأضله الله على علم. Have you not seen the one who decided to take his God, his desire, or his own desire as his God? Whatever I feel, I want to have it with my wishes and desire and feelings now, it is valid. So, my God is my desire, not commandments, not standards, not principles, not ethical guidance. No. My desire, my feelings. What I think now is good, it's good. Even though she said, Allah bi'araf. She was challenging me. Allah knows. Wallah, if this is not misguidance by Iblis, I don't know what misguidance is. يعني شوف انت level. It's not just that what she thinks. She came to challenge me. Look to what base she thinks that she is on a correct basis. She came to challenge. Yes, it's true that I don't pray. Wow, فرحانة قوي. فرحانة. She does not pray. يعني طب يا عمي طب go and cry into yourself. Go just say, may Allah forgive me. No. It's true, but I have a white heart and Allah knows. خلاص, okay. What are you expecting me to say? Say, MashaAllah, Mubarak. May Allah accept you. Congratulations, sister. May Allah accept you. What I'm supposed to say? Allah says, إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. What do you want me to say? It is a compulsory. If you don't do it, Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم, أول ما يسأل عنه العبد يوم القيامة الصلاة. The first thing of your deeds is the prayer. And she came to say, okay, I don't pray, but Allah knows that I have a white heart. What kind of mentality is this? And by the way, I met hundreds from those people in my life. Hundreds, not tens. So we need to keep fixing this possible misconception in light of قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله. If you love Allah, follow me. And we talk about when they disown each other. تبرأ. Why? You have to follow. It's not just to love. Nice. That's why, by the way, many people, they keep attacking Islam. And that's why some Muslims, they want to leave Islam. Why? Because many other religions, there is no commitment, no restrictions. Just some spiritual aspect, part of your life. That's it. Then you do whatever you want. Some other religions, no restrictions in your God, your desires. Do whatever you want. In Islam, no. Because we have a very high civilized commitment towards everyone around you, towards yourself, and towards your Lord. You have no right. But I don't like it. My father is very bad with me. You have to respect him. But I hate him. You have to respect him. But he deserves. If he deserves, you have to respect him. Or otherwise, Jahannam is waiting for you. Period. Wow. This is how, you see, you will produce a result. If you left an example about restrictions, if you leave it, and by the way, every time some people bring their kids or some adults, they come to me and say, okay, I love Islam. I was born as a Muslim, but Sheikh. I said, okay, what? Sheikh, restrictions. I said, okay, in other part of lives, do you find no restrictions? Actually, humanity, whenever they claim they are more civilized, they have more restrictions. True or false? Did we have restrictions on the financial transaction more or less 20 years ago? I'm asking, 20 years ago, how many people they were able to know where do you spend your money and how do you earn your money? Nearly no one, because it's just your money in your pocket now. What is the percentage of people in the West who can hide their income and their expenses? Maybe 5-10%, the 90%. Your breathing is recorded. What is a credit card? There's a complete system who's observing and controlling. Now, even if I have $10 million now in my credit card, is there a possibility for someone, somewhere, by touching a button to let me lose everything I own or not? Is this control or not? Is this more restriction or less? But what if I decided I want to donate to some orphans, but for the sake of Allah, I don't want anyone to know them? Can I do it? No. They will know. Is this more restrictions or less? Type, do we consider ourselves more civilized or less? More. Wallahi. Before Google Maps, have we been less civilized or more civilized? Less. Now, more. More control and restrictions. Right or true or false? Now, switch off your cell phone, open it after 5 hours. Google Maps will give you exactly every step you moved with the mobile switch off. Do you know this? Do you know when you switch off do you know why they decided to make the batteries built in? Because 20 years ago, at the time of Nokia, if you know. Do you remember the Nokia? The people used to take the battery external. They stopped this. There's no mobile with external battery. Why? Why? Do you know why? To keep us under supervision 24/7. There's no external for the battery. Even you switch off, still Google Maps is recording where you are exactly. I'm just giving you, take it for commercial things. Ya Sidi, for your benefit, the idea. More restriction or less restriction? The fact that someone knows exactly what you do, when, how, and why. How many times you were talking about something, you opened Google search, the first search came in your face. How many times? I'm asking. This is, oh, subhanallah, habibi. It's the logarithms of the AI spying on you, listening exactly to you. It's amazing. How many times we did this? Many times. And people will see, yeah, Sheikh, Islam, wallahi, I love Allah, I love Islam, but restrictions. As if in their life they have no restrictions. They have a freedom. لا حبيبي. والله والله والله. We are created to be slaves. But yet you have the choice to be slave for Allah or to be enslaved by everyone else. If you are not a slave for Allah, just one, the supreme power of this verse, anyone could enslave us, which is the reality. We are enslaved by many things, by the way. But now, the funny news, many people, they don't know that they are enslaved. Can you buy or do any big financial transaction without banking system? Can you transfer? Imagine you have $10 million. You want to move $1 million. Can you do it without banking system? No. Am I forced to use the system? Yes. Enslavement. And I have to pay fees for that. But what if this is my money, I want to hold them? No, 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 no. By law, you are not allowed to carry more than 10,000. What's this? I'm just giving examples from the daily life. Material life has nothing to do with religion. Okay? Now, the funny thing, the people, they think they are free. No, 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 no. We are enslaved. We are enslaved. Take your decision to whom you would like to be enslaved. توتة توتة ايش؟ خلصت الحدوتة. السلام عليكم. خلاص.